Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here to break your myth about contour and bronzing powder being one and the same. Yes, that's right. Contour and bronzing powder are not the same. Even though we use it like interchangeably, it's not the same. There's a lot of difference between a contour powder and a bronzing powder. And that's exactly what we're going to be discussing today. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. And before we begin, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and hit on the notification bell so that you get updated every time I upload a new video. And with that, let's begin. Let's start with the basic difference between a contouring and bronzing powder. A bronzing powder essentially is used to give your face that really nice warm sun-kissed kind of a glow. Parts of your face where you don't really want a lot of focus, that's where you use contouring powder. So the contouring essentially builds a shadow kind of an effect on the areas where you don't really want a lot of focus. You will notice that bronzers come in both shimmery and matte textures. That's because you can go for a really nice tanned, highlighty kind of a glow, and for that you can sometimes even like to have that shimmery effect, and it looks really nice and healthy on your skin. Winter and fall makeup, when you don't really want that shimmer on your face, you just want some sort of a color and warmth, that's when you go for a matte bronzer. On the other hand, contouring shade will never have any kind of shimmer in it. It will always be matte. Second basic feature between both these products is their undertones. A bronzer will essentially have a warmer undertone and it will be slightly orangish to brownish, whereas a contouring shade will always have a grayish cool undertone. Grayish cool undertone of a contouring powder is exactly what helps in bringing out our features and putting all those areas in shadows. So I'm going to show you two different products which will give you a fair idea of what I'm actually talking about. So this is the You Are Dragging Me Down bronzer by Wet n Wild. This is a matte and a very basic shade of bronzer that you will need in your kit. Now this is a contouring and highlighting duo by Nykaa which was recently launched, and it is a good example of the kind of contouring powder that I'm trying to explain you guys. As you can see, the shade is not warm, it's very grey and dull, and a comparison between these two shades will give you a better idea of the undertones that I'm talking about. As you can see, the bronzer has a very warm orangish undertone and the contouring shade on the other hand has a cool grey undertone. And now I'm going to show you guys the application of each of these products. So on one side of my face, I'm just going to use the contouring shade, and on the other side, I'm going to use a bronzer so you guys can see the difference. Along with the placement of these products, you also need to understand what brushes you need for the application of these products. To apply a contouring powder, you need an angled fluffy brush like this because this will help you in placing the product right where you need it and not above or below, just where you want the area to be in shadow. So the placement of your contouring powder will go right underneath your cheekbones. So where you feel the hollows of your cheeks, that's where you will apply the contouring shade. So the easiest way to find the placement of your contouring shade is to suck your cheeks inside, and that's where you're supposed to apply the contouring shade. So by contouring this part of your face, what you're doing is that you're essentially bringing out your cheekbones. So the focus will be on the cheekbones and this part will be in shadow. So this gives like a very nice chiseled effect. I'm going to start at the very end of my face and I'm going to slowly blend it upwards. And you want to make sure that you blend all of that contouring shade into your hairline so it doesn't look like you have 2-3 different skin tones. The density of the product kind of depends on how chiseled you want your face to look. I think I'm kind of happy with this, and now I'm going to also bring this product on my jawline so that I can put all of this in shadow. I'm going to use a little bit more of this product. I'm going to just lightly brush my jawline. As you can see, this part of my face is gone in shadows and the entire focus is on the cheeks and the cheekbone, and even my jawline is kind of in shadow. So you can see when I turn my face, you can see that it gives a sharper kind of an effect to my jawline, which is not really true in reality. And for a bronzer application, you can go for a fluffy powder brush like this because you don't really have to focus the product in one place. You can just go over your cheeks with the entire bronzer. I'm using the Wet n Wild You're Dragging Me Down bronzer. I have the product on my brush. Placement of the product falls somewhere between the hollows and the cheekbones. It's not in the hollows or it is not on the cheekbones. It is somewhere in the middle, and it's not really on the apples of my cheeks as well. So it's going to be like till here, but in the middle of my this part of my face. Again, with this product as well, you want to blend everything into your hairline. Bronzer can also be applied on the forehead like this. There is some sort of a contoured effect when I use a bronzer, but that's not as intense as what a contouring powder essentially would give me. So, you know, this is the basic difference between a contouring shade and a bronzing shade. Yeah, that was the basic difference between a contouring powder and a bronzing powder. Now you can use blush, highlight, bronzer, contour, everything on your face. The only thing that matters is the placement of each of these products, and that's it. You will have that perfect chiseled, sun-kissed, tanned, whatever kind of an effect that you want on your face. And so with that, I hope this video was useful to you. If it was, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also do not forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Also, I would love to know your suggestions regarding the videos you would want to see in the beginner series. Please post them down in the comments below. And with that, it's a wrap. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!